Tirpitz, the lonely giant of the north. In Germany, on the eve of World War II, a steel monster was slowly rising on the shipyards of Hamburg. It was built not just as a warship, but as a symbol of the Reich's power, a challenge to the mighty British Navy. They named it Tirpitz, in honor of Admiral Alfred von Tirpitz, the architect of the Imperial German Navy who, even during the First World War, had dreamed of surpassing British naval dominance. This was the brother of the legendary Bismarck, but larger, heavier, more armored. 250 meters of steel, 8 380mm main guns, armor thick enough to withstand most shells of the time. It was nicknamed Hitler's Iron Fist, meant to smash Allied convoys in the North Atlantic. But its fate was different, to become a shadow, haunting the sea for years, without ever entering full combat. 1941, waiting. While the Bismarck set off on its fatal voyage, Tirpitz was still preparing for deployment. After Bismarck was sunk in the Atlantic, Tirpitz was given a new role, to be a constant threat. It was moved to Norway, under the cover of fjords, ice, and fog. The British called it the Lonely Queen of the North. From there, it didn't attack, it simply existed. And that was enough. Every Arctic convoy bound for Murmansk sailed with one fear. What if the Tirpitz comes out? 1942 to 1943, a war in the shadows. Tirpitz rarely saw action, but its terrifying presence forced the Allies to constantly watch and prepare. Only once did it strike directly. In September 1943, it bombarded Spitsbergen, destroying a British base. But its story was defined by British attempts to destroy it. Special operations, midget submarines, smoke screens, aerial attacks, decoys. Tirpitz survived them all. Yet time passed. The Allies grew stronger, and Hitler could no longer shield it from above. 1944, the final autumn. Operation Catechism was the end. November 12, 1944. A fjord in Norway. Lancaster bombers carry tallboy bombs, each weighing over 5 tons. They pierce the defenses, precise hits smash through the armor. Tirpitz capsizes and sinks, dragging over 900 sailors into the freezing water. Epilogue. Tirpitz spent most of its life not fighting, but waiting. Yet that waiting tied up entire fleets, forced Allied caution, and reshaped strategies in the north. What remained in the fjords were twisted metal and steel. But what lingered longer was the silence, the kind of silence only Tirpitz could command.